Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Here in this video we are going to discuss some of the important characteristics of DC compound motors and their applications. In the previous videos, last two videos, we discussed the characteristics and applications of DC series motors and DC shunt motors. So here we will discuss the rest type of machine, that is DC compound motor. Okay, we know that for DC compound machines, here DC compound motors, it consists of the combination of both shunt and series field windings. Hence they got the name compound motors. Okay, so we can say that this DC compound motors will exhibit the characteristics of both series and shunt field motors. Okay, and we know that based on the connection of this field windings, we know that for DC compound motors there will be a shunt field winding and a series field windings, and based on the connection of this field windings, this compound machines can be, or compound motors can be of two types: cumulative compound motors and differential compound motors. Already we discussed these classifications of these compound motors in detail in the previous videos. For more details you can refer that videos. Okay, so for cumulative compound motors, cumulative, that means the flux produced by the shunt field and the flux produced by the series field, both of them are aiding in nature. That means the net flux will be the additive, that will be additive. So the resultant flux will be the sum of the flux produced by the shunt field and the series field winding in the case of cumulative compound motors. And in differential compound motors, the flux produced by the shunt and the flux produced by the series field windings, both of them are in opposing in nature. So we will get a reduced flux in the case of a differential compound motors. But for cumulative compound motors, flux will be very higher compared with the differential compound motors. Okay, so the resultant flux will be reduced in the case of differential compound motors. Okay, here we will discuss three important characteristics of DC compound motors, as in the case of DC series and shunt motors. So first characteristics will give you the relationship between the torque and armature current, and for next characteristics we will see the relationship between the speed and the armature current characteristics. These two characteristics are commonly known as electrical characteristics because it depends on the armature. It gives the relation with the armature current. So we can say these two characteristics are the electrical characteristics, and the last characteristics that will give you the relationship between the speed and the torque. So this characteristics is known as the mechanical characteristics for DC machines. Okay, so first we can discuss about the torque versus armature current characteristics. Here you can see the graphical representation for this. We know that for cumulative compound motors, when the load on the motor increases, torque will also increases. Like this cumulative compound motor. In this figure you can see the torque versus armature current relationship of series, shunt and compound machines. Okay, three machines. So for cumulative machines it will be just like not a linear, we cannot say that it is linear, but it will be like this. Almost it is linear, but not like series and not like shunt. And they shows the characteristics of both series and shunt. Hence this cumulative machines, this torque versus armature current characteristics can be in between this series and shunt field motors. So we can see this here. Okay. But for differential compound machines, when the torque will decreases with the rise in load. So this will be like here, and after a particular value this will completely reaches to this point. So differential compound motors, the torque decreases with rise in load. Okay. Next characteristics, that is the speed versus armature current characteristics. Here figure B is the relation that will show you the relationship between the speed and the armature current characteristics. We know that in cumulative compound motor, the resultant flux will be additive. So almost in all cases, from no load to full load, the cumulative motors will exhibit a constant speed, but not like shunt motors. There will be slight dropping than that of the shunt machines. Okay, so the cumulative machines will exhibit slightly dropping characteristics compared with the shunt machines, but we can see that it will work at a constant speed, almost a constant speed from no load to full load. This reduction in speed may be due to the losses found in these machines. Okay, and here you can see the speed versus armature current relationship of series machines, shunt machines. Constant means it is in the case of ideal case. And for differential compound machines, we know that speed is inversely proportional to the flux, but flux is directly proportional to the armature current. So for differential compound machines, this will be the speed curve. Okay. For differential compound machines, we can say that the reduced flux will be there in this case when the speed increases. So you can remember this equation. N is directly proportional to EB by phi. Now we are going to discuss about the third important characteristics of DC compound motor, that is speed versus torque characteristics or the mechanical characteristics. In figure C you can see the relationship between the speed and the torque characteristics for three motors, series, shunt and compound motors. We can say that when there is a sudden change in load from no load to full load, or if the load on the motor increases, then the cumulative motor will runs at a particular or a specified speed, and if the load on the motor decreases, they will also runs with the almost a constant speed, so that they will shows a characteristics in between the shunt and series field machines like here. But for series machines, when the load increases, speed will decreases. But due to the presence of these shunt field windings, the speed will not drastically decreases like in the case of cumulative machines. But it will be like it will exhibit a constant speed like DC shunt motors. But for differential compound machines, it will be like here, because the fluxes are reduced when the machine is loaded. So from this characteristics curve, we can simply see that in the case of a cumulative compound machine, they will run at a constant speed when the load changes from no load to full load or some any kind of loads. They will exhibit almost a constant speed in the case of cumulative machines. Okay. Due to these type of characteristics, means the fluxes are very less in the case of differential machines, so the speed will drastically increases. So we can say these differential compound machines are not common in use compared with the cumulative machines. Okay, next we will discuss about based on this we will discuss the characteristics of these DC compound machines. Here you can see a chart that will show you the type of DC motors and their characteristics and applications. Already we discussed the characteristics and applications of this shunt and series motors in detail, and here we will see the cumulative applications of this cumulative compound machines. These machines will possess high starting torque, and they are mainly used in rolling mills, punctures, shears, heavy planes, elevators, etc. But differential compound motors, they are not common in use, but they can use for experimental purpose in laboratories. Okay, so I concluded this applications of 3 motors here. So we can conclude this characteristics of DC motors. Okay, thank you.